Good morning, children. I am your Isara sir, working as a mathematics teacher in Dr. Besant English Medium School. So, children, in my previous class, I completed from exercise 3.3 first Roman and as well as third Roman. That means we learned in our previous class how to find the zeros of a quadratic polynomial and also verifying relationship between zeros and the quotients. That we completed in my previous class. And also we completed how to find a quadratic polynomial when the zeros alpha and beta are given. That means by using the formula k into x square minus of x into alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. So that we completed from first Roman and as well as third Roman from exercise 3.3. Now see, from this is exercise 3.3. Exercise 3.3. Now I am going to explain you second Roman. So children, please I am requesting you open your mathematics textbook, that is page number 67. So children, I am requesting you, please open your mathematics textbook, that is page number 67. Okay children? So now keep the textbook in front of you. I will read this second Roman from this exercise 3.3. Look at the textbook. Find the quadratic polynomial in each case when the given numbers has the sum and product of the zeros respectively. When the given numbers sum and product of the zeros respectively. From the second Roman I am going to explain you fifth one, which is minus 1 by 4 and also plus 1 by 4. See children, what is the meaning of this problem? Here, what are the values given? These values represent, the first one as sum of zeros, the second one as product of zeros. Don't say that one, this is 1 0 alpha and this is another 0 beta. Not like that. If you read that question, each of these numbers which are given represents, one is sum of zeros and other is a product of zeros. That means, see, given that sum of zeros, that is equals to alpha plus beta is equal to minus 1 by 4. Sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is minus 1 by 4. And next is product of zeros, that is equals to alpha into beta is equal to plus 1 by 4. Okay children, it is not alpha, it is not beta. This is a sum of zeros, alpha plus beta. This is product of zeros, alpha into beta. Remember, take care of this one. Now, therefore, required quadratic polynomial, that is equals to, we have a formula. Did you remember the formula? Just tell me now. So this is k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. Once again repeat along with me. So k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. That is equal to k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta. This first number, that is minus 1 by 4 plus alpha into beta. The second number, that is plus 1 by 4. Okay children? Yes. That is equals to, I will simplify here, k into, it is x square, means x square by 1. Again plus 1 by 4x. Why? Because this minus into minus is plus. This minus into minus is plus 1 by 4x. Again plus this is already we have 1 by 4. It is 1 by 4. Now observe, this is k into, what is LCM for this 1 comma 4 comma 4? 4 is LCM. Now observe, 1 4 is a 4, 4 into x square, 4x square, plus 4 1 is 4, 1 into 1x is 1x, plus 4 1 is 4, 1 into 1 is 1. So what we have the denominator? 4. So what can be replaced in the place of k for our convenience? So replace k is equal to 4 to cancel these two. So put k is equal to 4. This means 4 into 4x square plus x plus 1 by 4. Okay children, I replaced the k is equal to 4. I told you already. So whatever we have the value in the denominator, that should be replaced in the place of k for our convenience to cancel these two. So these will be cancelled. This is 4x square plus x plus 1. So it is our required polynomial. Okay children, did you understand? Yes. Shall we do one more problem from this Roman? Okay. See the textbook. Verify children. See one more problem from this Roman. This is second one, root 2 comma 1 by 3. Root 2 and 1 by 3. Root 2 and 1 by 3. From exercise 3.3, second Roman, I am explaining you one more problem. That is second one. Root 2 and 1 by 3. Solution. Given that sum of zeros, that is alpha plus beta, is equal to root 2. And the product of zeros, that is alpha into beta, is equal to 1 by 3. Now required quadratic polynomial is equal to, tell me the formula, k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. That is equal to k into x square minus x into alpha plus beta is root 2. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta is root 2 plus alpha into beta, product of zeros is 1 by 3. Alpha into beta, product of zeros is 1 by 3. Again, that is equals to k into, it is x square by 1. X square by 1 minus root 2x by 1 plus this is 1 by 3 minus root 2x by 1 x square by 1 plus 1 by 3. That is equals to k into, what is LCM? 3. 1 3s are 3. 3 into x square, 3x square minus 1 3s are 3. 3 into root 2x, 3 root 2x plus 3 1s are 3. 1 1s are 1. Now, what we have in the place of denominator? 3. Now, what can we put in the place of k? 3. So, replace k is equal to 3. Replace k is equal to 3. That is equal to 3 into 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1 by 3. So, these will be cancelled. So, your required quadratic polynomial is 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. So, did you understand, children? Yes, okay. So, these are the two problems I explained you from this Roman. We learned finding a quadratic polynomial when sum of zeros alpha plus beta and the product of zeros alpha into beta are given. Okay. Now, so these three Romans are completed from this exercise 3.3. So, after this one theory concept is there related to cubic polynomial. So, let me explain you this theory concept related to cubic polynomial. Then we go for the fourth problem from this exercise. First, we will discuss this theory concept. Then we go for the fourth problem. Okay, children? Concentrate towards this theory concept. What is this one? Verifying relationship between zeros and quotients. Verifying relationship between zeros and quotients of a cubic polynomial. This is my theory concept. Observe, children. This is my theory concept. Verifying relationship between zeros and quotients of a cubic polynomial. So, we already verified relationship between zeros and quotients of a quadratic polynomial. So, this is our quadratic polynomial. P of x equal to ax square plus bx plus c. So, we already verified relationship between zeros and quotients. So, alpha and beta are the zeros of this quadratic polynomial. Sum of zeros alpha plus beta equal to be derived as minus b by a. That is minus quotient of x by quotient of x square. And we derived product of zeros alpha into beta is equal to c by a. That is constant term by quotient of x square. So, this was the relation between zeros and quotients of a quadratic polynomial. In the same style, in the same passion, we are going to derive the relationship between zeros and quotients of a cubic polynomial. Okay, children? Yes. Observe. Now, concentrately verify this theory concept. What I am going to derive here? I will write here. We know that WKT stands for we know that standard form of a cubic polynomial. We know that standard form of a cubic polynomial is P of x is equal to, can you say? Yes, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, where a not equal to 0. Why? Because if a equal to 0 and x cube becomes as 0, this becomes as a quadratic polynomial. A not equal to 0. Why? Because if a is equal to 0, 0 into x cube becomes as 0, this term will be negligible, it becomes as a quadratic polynomial. So that's why you are not supposed to take a is equal to 0 in the standard form. Okay children, so this is the standard form of a cubic polynomial. We know that one, the zeros of a polynomial depends upon its degree. So the degree of the cubic polynomial is 3, so that's why it has 3 zeros. It has how many zeros? 3 zeros. Now let us suppose zeros. Let us suppose zeros of p of x be alpha, beta, gamma. What are these? Alpha, beta, gamma. A cubic polynomial is a polynomial of degree 3, so that's why it has 3 zeros. I suppose those 3 zeros are alpha, beta, gamma. Okay, so whenever these are the 3 zeros of this polynomial, compulsory, obviously, p of x satisfies for x equal to alpha, and p of x satisfies for x equal to beta, and p of x satisfies for x equal to gamma. That is, p of x satisfies for x is equal to alpha, comma x is equal to beta, comma x is equal to gamma. That means p of alpha equal to a alpha cube plus b alpha square plus c alpha plus d is equal to 0. Why? Because this is the 0 of this polynomial. Similarly, p of beta is equal to a beta cube plus b beta square plus c beta plus d is equal to 0. Why? Because this beta is 0 of this polynomial. Similarly, p of gamma is equal to a gamma cube plus b gamma square plus c gamma plus d is equal to 0. Why? Because this is the 0 of this polynomial. That is the meaning of this one. Okay. So whenever x equal to alpha and x equal to beta and x equal to gamma, for these 3 values it satisfies, obviously, then x this comes minus alpha, comma x this comes minus beta, comma x this comes minus gamma. So x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma are 0, are the factors for this polynomial. See, these are factors of p of x. X minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, these are the factors for p of x. Now we write, observe, we write this polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to product of these factors. That is x minus alpha into x minus beta into x minus gamma. Okay. So whenever these are the 3 individual factors for this polynomial, obviously we can write this polynomial is equal to product of those 3 factors. In addition to the product of those 3 factors, we write some other constant k, where k is some real number. In addition to product of these 3 factors, we write some other factor into k, where k is some real number. Okay children. Now observe. So this is ax cube plus this is bx square plus this is cx plus this is dx. Now k into, we need to multiply those 3 factors. So first I will multiply these 2 factors. With that product I will multiply this another factor. Okay, concentrate. So x into x, x square, x into minus beta x, minus alpha into x, minus alpha x, minus alpha into minus beta plus alpha beta into another one x minus gamma. Okay, once again, x into x, x square, x into minus beta x, minus alpha into x, minus alpha x, minus alpha into minus beta plus alpha beta into this factor x minus gamma. Now it is ax cube plus this is bx square plus this is cx plus this is d is equal to k into, now observe, here we have 4 terms, here we have 2 terms. By multiplying these 4 terms with these 2, totally 4 2s are 8 terms you will get. Let me multiply. X square into x, x cube. X square into minus gamma x square. Next minus beta into x, minus beta x square. Minus beta x into minus gamma plus beta gamma x. Minus alpha x into x, minus alpha x square. Minus alpha x into minus gamma plus alpha gamma x plus alpha beta into x plus alpha beta x plus alpha beta into minus gamma minus alpha beta gamma. Okay children? Yes? Did you understand up to here? Did you understand up to here? So can I rub this one? Yes. Now observe. Verify children. Verify children. Here left side we have ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d is equal to right side we have. First I will write x cube. I will write x cube. See x square terms minus gamma x square minus alpha x square minus beta x square. X square terms minus gamma x square minus beta x square minus alpha x square. From all those three I am going to take minus x square as common. Still I have alpha plus beta plus gamma. Why? Because minus x square into alpha minus alpha x square minus x square into beta minus beta x square minus x square into gamma minus gamma x square. Did you understand? Yes. Now come to this terms of x. It is x term. It is x term. It is x term. So x I will take out as common. Still I have alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Once observe here x. If you take out as a common alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. And lastly we have minus alpha beta gamma. Minus alpha beta gamma. See, this is constant term minus alpha beta gamma. Okay children. Now come to this one. So, by heart. So later we can use this formula to find a cubic polynomial when the zeros alpha beta gamma are given in our coming problems. So k into x cube minus x square into alpha plus beta plus gamma plus x into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha minus alpha beta gamma. Okay, once again. So k into x cube minus x square into alpha plus beta plus gamma plus x into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha minus alpha beta gamma. I am asking you to by heart this formula. Why? Because we are going to do some problems. It is the formula to find out a cubic polynomial when the zeros alpha beta gamma are given. Okay? Yes. Now continuation. By equating coefficients. Once observe. What is quotient of x cube in the left hand side? A. What is quotient of x cube in the right hand side? X cube quotient is 1 into k. This is my first equation. By equating quotients, quotient of x cube in the left hand side a. Quotient of x cube in the right hand side 1 into k. So I have a equal to k. That is my first equation. Come to quotient of x square. So quotient of x square in the left hand side b. Quotient of x square in the right hand side minus k into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Quotient of x square minus k into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Minus k into alpha plus beta plus gamma. Okay? Now observe. Can I rub this one, children? Yes. Verify. Verify children. This is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to b by minus k. Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to b by minus k. B it comes by minus k. Okay. That is send minus to numerator. Minus b by k. That is minus b by k means a from equation 1. K means a from equation 1. So what we have? Alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. This is the formula. So when alpha comma beta comma gamma are the three zeros of a cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, the first formula sum of zeros equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. That equal to minus b represents quotient of x square minus quotient of x square by a represents quotient of x cube. Quotient of x cube. See children, the first formula when alpha, beta, gamma are the zeros of a cubic polynomial, then the sum of zeros alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. That is equal to minus quotient of x square by quotient of x cube. Okay? Yes. Now observe. So later on, equate quotient of x on both sides. What is quotient of x left hand side? C is equal to what is quotient of x in the right hand side? Quotient of x k into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. That is k into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Observe. I am equating quotient of x. So quotient of x in the left hand side is c. Is equal to quotient of x in the right hand side, quotient of x, that is k into alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. Now observe that alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by k. C that comes by k. C by k is equal to c by k means a. K means a from equation 1. Now what we have? Alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a. So this is the second formula. Sum of product of zeros taken to at a time. Sum of product of zeros taken to at a time. We have alpha, beta, gamma are three zeros. Sum of product of two zeros taken at a time. So alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha. That's the formula is c by a. Where c means quotient of x. C means quotient of x by a means quotient of x cube. Quotient of x cube. A means quotient of x cube. So alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. This is alpha plus beta plus gamma means sum of zeros. This is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha means sum of product of two zeros. Sum of product of two zeros taken at a time. Sum of product of two zeros taken at a time. Alpha into beta, product of these two zeros plus beta into gamma, product of these two zeros plus gamma into alpha, product of those two zeros. Sum means plus. So that's why verbally we write it as a sum of product of two zeros taken at a time. That is equal to c by a. Formula. C means quotient of x. C means quotient of x. By a means quotient of x cube. So till now we have derived two formulas. This is first one, this is second one. Okay children? Now observe. So verify concentrately. I will write here. By equating constant terms. Once observe. Equating constant terms. What is constant term in the left hand side? D is equal to. What is constant term in the right hand side? K into minus alpha beta gamma. K into minus alpha beta gamma. That is minus k into alpha beta gamma. Observe. I am equating constant term side. Constant term in the left hand side D is equal to constant term in the right hand side k into minus alpha beta gamma. That is minus k alpha beta gamma. So now by making alpha beta gamma as a subject is equal to D, it comes by minus k. Alpha beta gamma is equal to D by minus k. Send minus to numerator, minus D by k. Minus D by k. I will rub this one. Once observe. That is equal to alpha beta gamma is equal to minus D by k means A. K means A. From equation 1 here, I rubbed it. So this is another formula. That is product of three zeros. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus D by A. Product of three zeros. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus D by A. That we write it as product of zeros. Product of zeros is equal to minus D means constant term. D means what? Constant term. By A means quotient of x cube. Quotient of x cube. So this is a third formula. Okay children? Now we have derived three formulas. So again once let me repeat. When alpha and beta and gamma are three zeros of a cubic polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then first formula sum of zeros, that is equal to alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a, that is equal to minus quotient of x square by quotient of x cube. Second formula, sum of product of two zeros taken at a time, that is alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus gamma into alpha is equal to c by a, that equals c means quotient of x by a means quotient of x cube. Third formula, sum product of three zeros, alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a, that equal to minus constant term by quotient of x cube. So I am requesting you, please by heart this formula, sum of zeros, that is minus b by a, this formula, sum of product of two zeros taken at a time, that is c by a, this formula, product of all three zeros, minus d by a. So why? Because from this exercise 3.3, from this textbook, fourth problem based on this derivation. Based on this derivation. Okay children, I hope that you have understood this derivation very well. Okay, now verify. My today's homework is once verify children. Children, once verify. My today's homework, say complete second Roman from exercise 3.3 and complete, do these problems from page number 66. Verify children. Complete second Roman from exercise 3.3. Second Roman. I explained you two sums. Finding a quadratic polynomial when sum of zeros and the product of zeros are given. So complete all these problems in the second Roman. And complete do these problems from page number 66. If you observe the textbook from page number 66, one tablet form is there from do this. So one cubic polynomial is given. You are asking to write what is alpha plus beta plus gamma. That is by using formula minus b by a. What is alpha plus beta plus gamma? That is by using formula minus b by a. And you are asking to write what is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha. That is by using formula c by a. And again we are asking to write what is alpha into beta into gamma by using formula minus d by a. This table is given from do this page number 66. Okay, by using these three formulas you can finish the table from do this page number 66. So this is my today's homework. Thank you children. We will meet in the next class with some other concept. Thank you.